Hello! Hello! Can you hear me? What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stream of Dreams. Introing in with that Banjo-Kazooie music, because you all know why. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good, well, not even a week, because I streamed. This is actually the second time I'm streaming this week. Look at me go. Look at me go. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you either just ate or just woke up or you're feeling good, feeling fresh. That is not a shiny Heracross. I'm already at 3106. Think about that. Think about that. I've been putting him to work. That's like an extra 100 since where we left off on Monday. That's because I'm not going to be home this weekend, and so I wanted to get kind of a jump start on this month, as I want to be at 4,000 by the time we get into October. So, yeah, I put in the work, I don't know, like 102, 101 encounters between Monday and now. So I've been busy. I've been a busy Stan. How are you guys all doing? What's up? Sonic Link 37, Insert Funny, Sanchan, Nick Meister. Welcome one, welcome all. What do you think of Sans being in Smash? I think it's super cool. I think it's actually like the best case scenario because, for the record, I did buy it, so I have it. We have Megalovania, and like technically we have Undertale music and representation in Smash now, without actually having to give up a character slot to Sans. Just because I don't really know. Mind you, I have not finished Undertale. I've barely even started it. I have played it though. I do own it. I haven't really spent that much time into it, so I don't really know if this is true or not, but I just feel like there's probably just other older, more deserving fighters that people have wanted for years and years and years, but it's still a really cool way of like bringing all that world into the fray. Like technically it's now part of the Smash Bros world, which is really amazing. I was saying to Roy, actually, I just wish they had done like a World of Light thing for Undertale maybe. Like I think that could have been a really cool way to pay homage to it without actually having to put Sans in the game. But either way, what we got is also really, really spectacular. And what's even cooler is like that story between Sakurai and Toby Fox, like going to his house with no translator and like just playing Smash Bros. That's so cool. Banjo is so fun in Smash. Banjo is! Hey, Wetzel, welcome, man. How you been? But yeah, Banjo is really, really fun in Smash. I was kicking Barley's butt yesterday with him. And yeah. Also the music. I'm still playing Banjo music right now. I'm going to play all the new Smash tracks. There's like 45 minutes of new Banjo-Kazooie music and remixes, so it's really exciting. I just hope it's not like blurred together with the game music. But yo, what up, Sonic? Chow, welcome, welcome. Thoughts on the new Pokemon info? It actually is kind of a little bit much for me, to be honest. So I'm going to turn the Banjo music off and just play the game music for now. I might switch it up as we go along the stream, but I do want to answer these questions without like being like, I feel like in the right ear I'm getting like the game music, and then in the left ear I'm getting like Banjo-Kazooie. So I'm just going to put a stop to that for now. But anyway, what do I think about all the new Pokemon? Poltegeist is actually a pretty cool concept. A lot of people really, really love the new bird Pokemon. I'm not going to lie, for me yesterday, most of the direct was like essentially about like Smash was the big stuff that I was really, really invested in. And also the Overwatch thing I thought was really cool as well. Not that, I'll be honest, I probably will not play Overwatch on the Switch, just because, I mean, I haven't played Overwatch in like over a year now. It's just not really my game anymore, I guess, but I still love it. It just, I don't know. So for me to pick it up, if I'm gonna learn Overwatch again, it'll be on the PC now. Like I wouldn't, because I learned on the PS4. That was like my preferred way of playing Overwatch. I played it for like almost 2 years, like really, really committed too. And yeah, I don't know. I don't see me spending that kind of money again, because I have bought it on Steam or on the Blizzard whatever thing. Again, Blizzard.net or whatever it is. So I bought it twice now, and I don't think I need to buy Overwatch a third time, you know? That's it. Roger that, Stan, we can hear you. What's up, Nick Meister? Something else that is really, really cool is the world of Pokemon Go right now. Right now you can hatch unknowns. There's also the Gligar and Sentret event. Maybe some of you guys have caught some of those shinies in Pokemon Go. I have been very unsuccessful in both those regards. No unknowns, no Sentrets, no Gligars. But, and then I think really, really soon they're going to start doing the, what's it called? The regional exclusive Gen 1 Pokemon, and they can be shiny now. So that's really cool as well. Been alright, just working like a dog, so close to 100% Breath of the Wild. Nice, dude, nice. That's huge. In the new direct, that all Seamy was green, it's a shiny. All Creamy was green, it's a shiny. No, I think there's actually like 4 different versions of All Creamy. I think that's what you saw. Because I also was like, that's not the right color. But afterwards on Twitter, I saw someone posting about like, oh my god, now I'm gonna have to shiny hunt and like catch 8 Alcremies in total. So I think that means there's 4 versions of Alcremie, and then there's like, and then there's, yeah, gonna be probably 4. It's like Oricorio. Think of it like Oricorio, probably. I don't know for sure, but I think that's the way it's going. Did you see shiny Alcremie? Again, I don't think, is it shiny? I thought there were just different forms. I got 2 shiny Sentrets, both caught with my gotcha. Nice, Nick Meister. Congrats, man. PoGo best AR game. It is fun. Otaku Zone is definitely very fun. I'm not gonna lie, my level of like playing Pokemon Go is about to drop exponentially. As soon as like winter hits, like the real winter weather starts hitting Canada, which we're still probably about like a month and a half, 2 months, maybe even 3 months, who knows, away from that. So I still got a little bit of time, but yeah, like once it starts getting like real cold out, that's when I just kind of like put the Pokemon Go away, stop going for walks more, you know, hibernate a little bit, I guess. Just like another bear that we love, who's in Smash Bros. Now. But yeah, it's forms only. Yeah, that's what I thought. If they don't bring Oricorio back in Galar, I'm not buying. I mean, hey, I love Oricorio as well, but unfortunately not all the Gen 7 Pokemon are going to be making it in. It sucks, but it is kind of just like part of it, sadly. Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard knowing I was missing 15 minutes of the Nintendo Direct. It's too bad, too, that, like, the Terry... oh, my God. How can I not remember? Bogard. Terry Bogard. Reveal was also, like, you know... Nintendo did it themselves, though. Nintendo straight up... Like, everyone... All of us were thinking, like... Oh, it's going to probably be... like, it's probably going to be... Like, some people were saying Diva. Some people thought it was, like, going to be a mech girl. And so... Yeah, Nintendo, though, when they put that SNK thing up on their own site, I think that was, like, the real nail in the coffin. And then people also discovered that it was Terry Bogard afterwards. So, yeah, it's too bad. But, I mean, it happens. I'm still really happy that Banjo didn't get leaked beforehand, because that was a really cool reveal. K-Rool as well. No K-Rool reveal. That was pretty cool. But, yeah. Also, we're getting more DLC fighters for Smash Bros., which is also very, very nice. I'm excited about that. Because it means that, like, the next one won't be bittersweet. You know, we can keep going for just a little bit further and, like, or longer. And that's awesome. But, yeah. I'm happy my favorite Pokemon Sylveon was shown. Well, if you think that they're not going to put Eevee after Let's Go Pikachu Eevee into the game, and therefore have to accommodate all the possible evolutions, outside of, I guess, like, the only ones I think maybe they might not be able to do... They might be like, yeah, maybe Leafeon and Glaceon just aren't in this game because there's no, like, Mossy Rock or Icy Rock or whatever, but I think that's not going to happen. I'm sure they're going to have all the evolutions. They recognize, not only do they recognize the lovability of Eevee now in a way that they probably didn't when the games first came out, but they also now recognize the profitability of Eevee, right? All the merchandise. When we went to the Pokemon Center, so I went to the Pokemon Center in 2015, and... Now, mind you, it's also skewed a bit because Eevee was just, like, literally on, like, one of the games was named after Eevee recently. So, yeah, the data's a little bit skewed. But even when I went in 2015, there was, like, quite a bit of, like, Evolution merchandise. And then when I went back in 2018 last year, it was, like, exponentially even that much more. So, yeah. Eevee, super popular, always has been very popular, but really, really recently, like, I would say in the last 5 to 10 years, has just, like, Game Freak knows how to milk that fox dog thing for all that it's worth. But yeah, Banjo's reveal was hilarious. I enjoyed it too. I thought Banjo's reveal was also great. Yeah. I'd be surprised if Glaceon and Leafeon aren't in Galar. No, again, like, I'm just saying, if there were evolutions that for whatever reason Game Freak were like, yeah, maybe let's not have those ones, it'd probably be Leafeon and Glaceon. Like, let's be honest. Because they're really the only ones that you need, like, hyper-specific ways to get, you know? I don't know. Anyone excited for New Horizons? It looks good. Like, I'm not, like, it definitely looks polished. Graphically, it looks really good. It looks fun. Again, I'm not, like, a huge Animal Crossing guy. I know Nad really wants to give it a try. She also really, really wants to play Link's Awakening, not DX, Switch or whatever. But, yeah, which I didn't know. I thought I didn't know she was into Zelda at all. But see, she likes the cute art style, and so she really wants to get it for Christmas, so we'll see. I want Sora in Smash. Well, it's possible now. Like, that. The thing is, if there was one more spot, like, I would almost guarantee that that last spot would have been for, like, Steve from Minecraft, or, like, maybe, like, a Crash Bandicoot or something. But now, with the fact that, like, we're getting another DLC pack, I mean, Sora is on the table. Like, because we know that Sakura's trying to, like, basically, like, collect all of the... He's like Thanos trying to get the Infinity Stones, except in this case, it's, like, all the gaming franchises. So it's, like, you know, he has Konami and Capcom and Sega, obviously, and Rareware now, like, with Banjo, which is also kind of like a Microsoft thing. And then he's obviously got, like, Square for Cloud, right? And well, I guess Capcom, he had Street Fighter. But anyway, the point is, Platinum, even though Platinum's kind of, like, under the Nintendo umbrella now, but he's got all these, like, third-party, Joker, right? So he's also got Atlas, like, a ton. Like, oh, I almost just attacked Heracross. That would have been bad. But yeah, he's getting, like, he's slowly but surely, and now he's got SNK with Terry Bogard. He's like slowly, methodically, like, collecting all these pieces of gaming. So for DLC Pack 2, I think we're gonna get a PC rep. I think we're gonna get, like, I don't know if it's like a League of Legends character, or if it's like Doom Guy, or I don't know what it is, or maybe Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's popular in Japan. I don't know, like, what he would pick, Sakurai himself. But I do think we're gonna get a PC rep. I think we're going to get a mobile game rep. So something that, like, could have only been on, like, a mobile game phenomenon. So again, I would look to Japan for that, because I think Sakurai at this point, I think it's bigger than just, like, third parties. I think it's like, this man's gonna go in, and I also be surprised again if we get, like, a Crash Bandicoot or a Sora or something very, like, synonymous with, like, PS or PlayStation in general. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably just dreaming, but I don't know. I really feel like the way he put it is, like, this game is now about his legacy, and he's gonna try to combine all, not just elements of, like, gaming's, like, libraries, but gaming in general, right? So he has, like, he'll have a Microsoft, and it, like, obviously Nintendo, but, like, a Microsoft, a Sony, like, because Cloud right now is even kind of like a Sony character, right? Like, it's so cool. And Snake was for a long time as well. Like, so I think he's trying to, like, collect all of it and bring it all together in one. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm so excited for the new Animal Crossing. Did Nad get my friend code? She said she would. I don't know if she did or not. I told her, though. I swear to God, Sonic, I was on her. I literally texted her the other day. I'm like, can you please go on my Discord and add Sonic back? And she was like, I will. And I don't know if she did. So that's on her. You'd have to talk to her about it. Jaqueza, what's up? Angry Birds for Smash. I don't know if it's gonna be Angry Bird. I don't know, like, what are the more popular mobile games in Japan. Obviously Pokemon Go, but that's, like, neither here nor there. So I don't know, like, what is, but something in, like, the top 10 most popular, like, mobile games in Japan, I would wager a character from one of those games will be in Smash Bros. Like, Sans is in Smash Bros now, so anything is possible. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, Shovel Knight also is, you know, an assist trophy. Like, it's really, really cool. Bomberman's an assist trophy, so Hudson is in there. Like, I don't know. I'm continuously, like, just blown away by how, like, gargantuan Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has become. It was already, like, Smash 4 was already, like, wow. And now, is like, yeah, he was right when he said in the Direct yesterday, like, it's never going to happen again. We're never going to get a game like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate again, of any kind, any genre, that spans that many franchises, that many crossover, you know? I don't know if anything in this world has ever had a crossover this deep. Like, there's so many. If you include all the stages and spirits and assist trophies and music, and, like, it's just, it's absolutely expansive. It's ridiculous. Also, I forgot my water. One sec. I just gotta grab my water from the counter. Rayman. I mean, well, they got the Rayman sticker, right? They got Ubisoft that way. So I don't know if we'll get Rayman as an actual, like, player. We'll see. Well, I mean, we'll see. That's the beautiful part again. That, like, there's 5 DLC characters coming that were never supposed to exist. Like, these are 5, or we don't know if it's 5. I misspoke. But there are more DLC characters coming. At least 2. at the very minimum 2. I would say it's probably gonna be 5, but probably like at the very least 2, right? So that's 2 at minimum characters that the world never planned for, that Sakurai never planned for, that like no one could have expected. So who knows what they could be? They could literally be anything, because they were never even like, they are essentially an afterthought, but in the best way possible, you know? Rathalos was the most surprising addition to Smash. Rathalos, yes, that's huge. Like, and he's a boss. Like, he's an integral part of like World of Light and like classic mode. Like, that's crazy. It's really, really insane. I'm actually surprised, to be honest, that we never got like a Monster Hunter like avatar character as like a character. We still could, I guess, again, like what I just said, but I don't know. I think at this point that ship is probably sailed and they're just gonna settle with like Rathalos. I don't know though. I wouldn't mind to see an Echo Fighter pass. I would also love to see an Echo Fighter pass. I think there's still so much like mineable material in the roster currently for Echo Fighters that it's kind of insane that like certain ones didn't get Echo Fighters. Like again, like Dixie Kong as kind of like an almost identical Diddy with some of DK's stuff in terms of like you just change her hair a little bit. All you gotta really give her is a grab and change the peanuts to like a gumball. Like, I don't know, or just keep the peanuts. I don't even care. But it's just the fact that like it just give her Donkey Kong's up B, but like with her hair, and like it writes itself, you know. She definitely deserves she should be an Echo Fighter of Diddy Kong for sure. Some other characters that like could be really good Echo Fighters. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, like Shadow for Sonic, obviously, right? Would be. It's still kind of amazing that it didn't happen, considering like Ken for Ryu, but and Richter for. So like basically, Capcom got an Echo Fighter, and then Richter and Simon. So Konami got an Echo Fighter, but then Sega didn't, and Sega's like one of the original like third party, right, with Konami. So you'd think like Shadow or Tails or Knuckles, one of them would have been like a Sonic Echo Fighter, but apparently not. That's one of the most like obvious ones for sure. And then what else? What else is there? Hey, what's up, Wolfger? How's it going? I wouldn't mind. Oh, sorry, I already read that. When will Sonic get a new character? That's what I was just saying. Like, we'll see. I would like an Echo Pass fighter or Echo Fighter pass as well. I think that'd be really cool. The Smash remix of Megalovania has 2 parts of 2 other songs, Heartache and Bone Trussell, and it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Toby had like one opportunity and he just like killed it. Which, I mean, it's Toby Fox. Like, of course he killed it, but I still suggest mid-bus being Bowser's Echo Fighter with ice powers, then fire. I mean, that could be cool. Like, yeah, they could do a lot with an Echo Fighter pass. You know, make it like, instead of it being whatever, like $4.99, make it like $2.99 and give us like, yeah, like Dixie. You could do, yeah, so you could do like Dixie. You could do Bandana D for Kirby, maybe. I don't know. Like there's versions, right? They're like Shadow the Hedgehog, obviously. Yeah, we'll see. I want Tom Nook in Smash. I thought for a second he might be coming when they did the Isabelle reveal, but of course it was kind of like a what's the word I'm trying to look for? It was a tease. I don't know. That's not the word I'm looking for, but yeah. Tails would be an amazing addition. I don't know if Tails would be like the best addition, but I'm just really surprised that like they didn't make one for Tails, you know? That's what's like kind of surprising to me, is like they didn't do it. Also, like maybe they finally do that like Zoroark Echo Fighter for Lucario and just like, you know, obviously change a little bit of stuff because you can't like go 1-to-1, but I know that was like a rumor back in the day that like Zoroark was gonna be like a clone of Lucario, sort of, or like a semi-clone, in the way that like Roy is like a clone of Marth, you know, like takes essentially like the same like model, but then sort of like changes the moves around it. I don't know. Maybe Classic Sonic. I don't think they would do Classic Sonic, honestly. I mean, again, you really never know at this point, but I just personally feel like Classic Sonic just, it doesn't really fit the model, right? Like, you'd have to make an entirely new model, and that's kind of like, that's why, like, excuse me, it's really easy to take, like, the shape of Diddy and then make it Dixie. It's really easy to take the shape of, like, Sonic and make it Shadow, right? Or, like, Kirby and then make, like, Waddle Dee or Bandana D or something, right? Like, very similar shaped, and then you can, like, kind of go from there. You already have a lot of the physics down, where, like, Classic Sonic would probably require, like, a whole new physics kind of engine, like, or it being applied to the current physics engine in, like, a new way, and that just, I don't know. Thanks to Terry's reveal, I can see Sakurai is really still looking into older games for fighters, and I would like for them to look at Talbane from Darkstalkers. I mean, there's... Oh, excuse me. I mean, there's absolutely, like, going to be... I would say if there is 5 new characters in, like, DLC Pass 2, I think for sure we're going to see one more, like, fighting game royalty character. And I don't know who that's going to be. I don't know if it'll be from Darkstalkers. I don't know if it'll be from Tekken. I don't know if it'll be from Mortal Kombat. Like, I really don't know, like, what that would entail. But I do think we're going to get one more, like, fighting game kind of, like, character, you know? Or Dark Pit is a copy of Pit. Exactly. For the first 5 DPC characters, it's all been third-party franchises that haven't been in Smash before. Wonder if they'll continue this or add more Nintendo characters. It's hard to say. We don't know. I mean, I think personally it's going to be more third-party stuff. I think other companies have seen how successful the Switch has been, how much of a boost it's given their games. Like, Persona 5 probably, like, shot up to #1 on Amazon the day after the Joker reveal, right? So, like, if you're a studio, you might be looking at that being like, hey, we should really... And plus, it's just a huge honor at this point, right? Like, why would you not want to... why would you want to exclude your character and your, like, company from this huge party, right? It's literally, like, the coolest party in video games, and you don't want your character to be there, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, I think he's going to try to get a few more third-party. But then, also, who knows? Because by that time, they might want to do, like, a Gen 8 Pokemon, right? Like, we really don't know. So, that it all remains to be seen, of course. But I'm excited either way. Oh, sorry. That Sonic team has been milking the classic series recently. Oh, they definitely have been. And, like, I totally understand why they're doing it. And, like, I can't imagine Sakurai is looking at it and he's like, what's good for my legacy? Another Sonic. You know, like, I don't see that. Unless, again, maybe there's Echo Fighters, who knows. But I think right now, he's going to probably stick to, like, again, like Steve from Minecraft, Doom Guy, Crash Bandicoot, maybe. Like these kind of, whether we like to admit it or not, these kind of, like, icons of gaming, right? That represent something. I mean, maybe they get, like, a League of Legends character. Like, I really don't know what he has in store. And that's what's so exciting. Because he's already given us, like we already have K. Rool and Ridley and Banjo now. And Joker and Hero. Like, there's so many characters that just shouldn't be in that game. Cloud, to me, is still the craziest. Like, Cloud should not be in that game. And yet he is. And it's amazing that he is. And, like, it just, because he breaks all the rules. He's never been on a Nintendo system. Like, I know he might have been, like, an unlockable character in some, like, Final Fantasy spin-off that was on, like, you know, the DS or, like, a GBA. But, like, realistically, Cloud is a Sony character. Like, Cloud is Sony's, like, bread and butter. And he's just in Smash. And it's, like, amazing. You know? Like, at least with Snake, you could be like, well, the original Metal Gear was on the Super Nintendo. And, you know, Metal Gear Solid 3 was on the 3DS. Like, there's kind of, like, caveats for Snake, but, like, Cloud, not really. Like, Final Fantasy VII has never been on a Nintendo system, as far as I'm aware of. At least legally. So that one, to me, is still, like, the ultimate, like, how did you do that, Sakurai? Smash is pretty much the cool kids club. I mean, it is, right? Like, again, they have Rayman, Bomberman, Shovel Knight, and Sans from Undertale all in that game without actually being fighters in that game. Like, that's just how insane it is. The ultimate roster, every Pokemon ever, every Sonic character, every animal character except King Kai from DNS. Well, I don't know if that would happen, but that'd be an interesting video game for sure. Sega can't make good Sonic games anymore. All the recent Sonic, yes, minus Mania, are garbage. I haven't really played any of the, like, modern 3D stuff. The last one I probably played was Generations, I think. Which even, obviously, that relied heavily on, like, nostalgia and all that. So, yeah. But I did enjoy Sonic Unleashed when I played it. I beat that whole game on the Wii. That was, like, the last 3D Sonic game that I really, really played. Was Sonic Unleashed. Where I, like, spent, like, weeks at a time, like, playing that game. Even Colors. I never picked up Colors, sadly. It's too bad. I need to try it at some point. But anyway, so that's all the Smash stuff. It's very cool. It is really funny though, yeah, that like I literally there was all this like Pokemon reveal stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm about Smash Bros. I've always really enjoyed Smash Bros. The hype of Smash Bros. More than the hype of Pokemon. I love Pokemon and I love playing the games, but I don't get hyped for them in the way that like a character reveal trailer for Smash Bros. Gets me, I guess. Like Pokemon, I actually want more to be a surprise. Like the more they show me, the more I'm kind of a little bit like, man, can't you save something for like the actual game? Where Smash isn't really about that, right? It's more about like the who. And I think I just heard a donation. Oh my God, Wolfger, thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. Unfortunately, though, I legitimately can't read it, so please post it in the chat. I don't actually have donation set up right now. It's more of like a thing left over from my older, like my old streaming interface that I just haven't like cleaned up yet. But yeah, I actually don't try to advertise them. If the link is in the description, it's because YouTube Gaming is being weird and it's still keeping it. I did take it out before I started the stream. For me, it's not showing up. Either way, though, I do appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. But yeah, if you want your message read, you're going to have to post it in the actual chat because I'm actually not encouraging people to donate right now as I don't have any of that set up. So, like, I don't really have, like, much of a way of accessing that money right now or, like, doing anything with it. So please refrain. That's also why I haven't set up, like, Super Chat or anything on this channel. I don't have it. I don't have the proper channels on the Stand 10's channel to really, like, go about that stuff. So I do apologize, and I really do appreciate it. I'm not trying to, like, rain on your parade or anything, because it's really cool that you donated. But yeah, I literally have nothing set up for that right now. So apologies that I couldn't read it on stream currently. But yeah, please post it in chat, and I will be able to read it out, hopefully. Hello, Pot. But yes, thank you, Sonic. Yeah, Wolfger Hype. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, apparently colors good. Oh, wow, Wetzel, wow. That's yeah, that's a while ago. GameCube, right? I think, or no, I think it was on all the platforms, not just GameCube. I don't know why I'm thinking GameCube specifically. Anyway, I wonder if we're gonna catch a shiny Heracross today. I haven't even like talked about this Heracross yet, but I wonder if it's gonna happen. It's been a really long time, more than a year now since we started this hunt. We're at 3,117 encounters, or 18 now? No, 17. 17. And, yeah, maybe today's the day. One of these days is going to have to be the day. Like, eventually, one of these days, you guys are going to get to see a shiny Heracross. I don't know what day that is, sadly, but one day it will. Oh, here's Wolfger's message. All right, I want to read this out, since they very nicely donated. As much as I love the Direct, Sword and Shield does feel like it mocks me. They now give us the opportunity to physically play with your Pokemon, and my Feraligatr will not be one of them. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really unfortunate. I still am really surprised that they haven't like backed down from that, but I guess they can't, because they can't. That's why, right? Like Game Freak, it doesn't matter how much noise you make, they literally cannot stop the machine that is Pokemon, because if they delay these games, then they got to delay the anime, and that doesn't work because they have a certain budgeted amount, right? And they have certain plans and products that they've been working on, merchandise, right, at the Pokemon Center, like trading cards. There's Pokemon is too much of a machine, and that you will never see a delay. And that's obviously resulted before in projects and parts of projects getting canceled in the main series, right? Like all the Zygarde stuff in Gen 6 and the Battle Frontier in Gen 6 and et cetera, et cetera. It's really unfortunate, but yeah, it's kind of a byproduct of the way that they work, in the way that like the games fuel everything, but the games don't really get to have time, I guess. Hopefully they fix it going into Gen 9, whenever that is. But yes, it really does suck. It does suck. Hopefully at least maybe they make it a priority if they do like the Gen 4 remake games on Switch. Maybe they'll make sure that you can get like a lot more Pokemon. I don't know, but it is still really, really unfortunate. Has it almost been a year hunting? I've been hunting this Heracross for over a year now. It was like August 25th or something was the year mark. Oh, PandaWorks! Thank you for the sub, Panda. I appreciate that. But yeah, welcome to the Stampede. Yeah, it was definitely, it's been a long time. Mind you, I wasn't hunting this Heracross between literally like, December and June. So, I mean, that's a lot of time to not be like hunting. That's like 6 months, like exactly, basically. Because I started at like June 1st or 2nd or something again. But yeah, so basically 6 months of actual hunting. Still though, that's a lot. That's a lot. And it has been a year of time since I did like undertake the hunt. Even if I did stop, it's still technically like the clock's still going, you know. I'm still shiny Heracrossless. Oh, thank you, Sonic Link. I appreciate that. I mean, at least you're not the only one that won't be able to play with their favorite Pokemon. That is true. That's literally going to affect everyone. Like, I still don't think... If I get this Heracross, my whole point, like, legitimately, my whole original thing last year in trying to get this Heracross was that hopefully I can get the Heracross, then get all the ribbons, and then by the time Sword and Shield came out this year, I would be able to take that Heracross and get ribbons in Sword and Shield. Of course, I don't even think Heracross is allowed in the Galar region now, so it wouldn't have even made sense. That's, I guess, the unfortunate part of planning too far ahead. But then also, I had no idea how long this Heracross hunt was going to take, obviously, so that's part of it too. But, yeah. What? They don't have to delay the anime for it. The anime and games still help each other how to announce new Pokemon, no matter what comes first. Yeah, but they're on a time frame. Like, they're on such a... specific, everything has to flow into each other perfectly. Look, it's not my rules, but it's very clearly Pokemon has like a 3-year cycle of how they do things, and yeah, they're so committed to maintaining that cycle that nothing can be delayed ever. And it's not just the games. The anime is never delayed unless there's like, obviously, if there's like a tragedy, like an earthquake or something, they'll like delay it by like a week or 2 weeks or something. But like in terms of actual like the planning stages and stuff, they're never like, oh no, our fan base is like mad at us, let's like delay. Oh, they really wanted to get like some Zygarde stuff, we should probably make Pokemon Z. No, we'll just, you know, like they're like, no, we're on a timetable here. Like, forget that, move on to the next thing. It's sad, but that's kind of what they're doing right now. I hope they add the other Pokemon little by little. That would be a very, very nice consolation of them to do for all the fans and stuff. I don't think they're gonna do it, but it would be really cool if they did, and I hope they do. I hope we get, like, little DLC. And hopefully it's not, like, paid. Hopefully it's free, because it should be free. Because the whole slogan of the game is, gotta catch them all. Or it was, at least. I don't know.
They're gonna charge, like, $6 American?
Yeah.
To,
oh, you can get 20 Pokemon now imported into your game for only $3.99 USD.
Or deluxe pack, like, $100, and you can get the whole, like, gen whatever.
Yeah, they better not do that. I don't think they would now, especially given all the hate they've clearly seen. Masuda has seen the hate, like, he's aware of it, but again, what's he gonna do? Like, the shareholders need their money, and for them to get their money, they need a game to drop this Christmas, or the holiday season, and for that to happen, they can't delay the game, so it's like, it's gonna happen. It's greed, it is greed. Everything eventually becomes about money. It's really unfortunate, but, like, it's crazy, like, but it's true. Like, there's too many people who make a living off of Pokemon, and too many shareholders who are obsessed with like making money and stuff to delay it, and that's just like, this is how it works, unfortunately. It sucks. I'm not a fan of it. I wish they would delay these games, but they're not going to.
Do you want my fries?
No, I'm okay. I just realized that it's almost been 5 years since Konami canceled Silent Hills. I think you mentioned that last week too, Sonic. I just realized Shaman probably won't be in Galar. Literally my favorite mythical Pokemon won't be transferable. Yeah, and that's the thing, we still don't know, right? They still haven't even, like, let us really know who's not allowed. That's what they should really do. They should be like, yeah, so, can't have this, can't have that, can't have... Instead, we're gonna have to wait for the actual game to come out, and then be like, did my Pokemon make the cut? Like, unless your Pokemon is, like, Pikachu, or, like, Mimikyu, or, right? Like, something that's, like, super popular. Hey, Jack Meyer, what's up, man? It's all good, Sonic, it's all good. I thought it was gotta buy them all. That's what it is now, man. That's what it is now. When you have a game based on collecting, not adding all the collectibles is a big dummy dumb. Yo, I am so... You guys know, like, when it comes to Pokemon, the thing I like about the Pokemon are the Pokemon, and it's collecting the Pokemon. Like, I don't really care about the competitive battling stuff. I'm not super into the trading card game. Like, when it comes to Pokemon, what I like to do is get the national decks. And then, I like to get the shiny versions of those Pokemon, because they're also super cool and super rare, and, like, I want to add them to my collection, you know? Like, and so to not be able to do that with all the Pokemon that I want to do is ridiculous. It's super ridiculous. So, I'm like, again, I'm not trying to make excuses for Game Freak as though, like, I'm supporting them. I'm making excuses. I'm just, like, playing devil's advocate and just, like, trying to kind of relay why. the things are most likely happening the way they are, doesn't mean I support it. Because again, like I definitely, it's gonna suck to not be able to, like, I really want to bring this Heracross into Gen 8, and so far it looks like I'm not gonna be able to do that when I eventually catch it. Of course, I know like that could be a way off anyway, but still, the fact is, if we do catch this Heracross today, or it wouldn't be tomorrow, but you know, catch it today or next week or the week after that, at some point I'm probably gonna want to bring it into the Galarian region. And if I'm not able to do that, and even like the consolation of like, oh, well, they'll release more games in Gen 8, right? Like, there might be Let's Go Johto, there might be, you know, Platinum Remake on the Switch. Those are really cool concepts, and I would really love to play both of those games, but it's not the same as actually taking your Pokemon and putting it in that region, because that means that it gets to go to Sinnoh, but I can already bring Heracross to Sinnoh. I can do that currently. If I'm not allowed to bring Heracross into the Galar region, then it's literally a region that I don't get to interact with. You know, I don't know. It's lame. My Switch has been charging all day and I'm still dead. I need an actual Switch charger. They're expensive. They're like $40 or something just to get like the Switch chargers like on their own. I looked into it. It's expensive. Oh, nice, Jack. Nice. What? It's just Sonic. Can you just go on Discord? Oh. Sonic, Nad wants your friend code. She's here now with her 3DS. You don't know how to add a 3DS friend code? Oh, well, that's awkward. I can't really teach you how to... It's really easy. But you have to do it from your, like, home menu. Yeah. Let's Go Eevee, but could you imagine if they literally just released Let's Go Pikachu Eevee Part 2, and it's literally just Pikachu and Eevee again, but it takes place in the Johto region? No one's thought of that yet, but like, what if that's the reality? Because those were two Pokemon that were featured heavily in, like, Pikachu's in the opening title sequence of those games, and Eevee you get in Goldenrod, right? Like, Bill gives you an Eevee. That actually is pretty good odds of being shiny, I think. Or no, maybe that's not Eevee. It's not Eevee, sorry. That's the egg. Not Eevee. I'm misremembering. Hold on. Hold your horses. Anyway, it's gonna be this thing. Don't make fun of my me, Nad. Not mine. That was what Sonic said.
I know, but I just love her.
All right, there's the code, Nad.
So register friend.
Yep.
Internet.
Yep.
I don't have internet.
Oh, Nad doesn't even have internet on her 3DS.
So how do I get internet?
Well, now you have to go into like the system settings or something, and then add. But do you have the code for internet right now?
No.
So how are you gonna do that? Because I can't. I'm not gonna.
Why is it so confusing?
She's not gonna be able to do it during this stream, Sonic, unfortunately. But hopefully she can add it afterwards when we can get her internet.
Where is it in the settings? I'm just gonna go back to the game. This is too confusing for me.
Yeah. See, you thought she would make fun of your me, but you should make fun of her for not even knowing how to get internet on her 3DS. She didn't even know you could get internet on a 3DS. Think about that.
Why would you? If it's inside the game.
What do you think is the best console of all time? If we're talking specifically like home consoles, I don't know. Excuse me. The PS2 is pretty great. The PS2 is actually really. I never owned one, weirdly enough, but I do think it's pretty. It's a pretty good console. I think it's backwards compatible with PS1 games as well, so that's nice. I think so, at least. But then the PS3 is also a good one, because there are backwards compatible PS3s that also work with PS2, and all PS3s, regardless of when they were made, can play PS1 games. So maybe it's the PS3. The PS3 might be like, because you literally have, if you have the right PS3, you have access to every game on the PlayStation, every one on the PlayStation 2, and the PS3 itself, which is like, that's a lot of video games. And there's so many that like never even got localized here, so if you have like a Japanese version of that system, like, you just have access to like everything. It's actually insane. I was thinking how crazy it is that I started watching these when I started 8th grade. Now I'm watching as I'm starting junior year. Oof. Jack has been, yeah, man. It'll be 3 years this fall. That, well, winter, I guess technically more so, but still, when Sword and Shield come out, it'll be like 3 years to the day basically of when the Sword and Shield, or the Sun and Moon, sorry, stream started up, and I met a lot of you guys. That is really crazy to think, because it's like 3 years is almost like a full high school like tenure, at least in Canada. In Canada, it's like you do 4 years. I know some places you do 3. So for some people, it is a full high school tenure, I guess. But yeah, for here, it's just like 3/4 of that. But a lot of time regardless. Snap. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna. I genuinely, because like I've said to you guys before, I have a really, really weird feeling that we're gonna get the Heracross between now and like 4,000. Like, I really genuinely feel like we're gonna get Heracross somewhere in the 3,000s. I don't know when. I don't know how. Like, I would say probably mid to late. But I don't know. I have this feeling that it's gonna be somewhere between now and 4,000, and that means that it could hypothetically be tonight. It could be 31:42, right? Like, it could be 31:36. Like, I don't know, but I and obviously still RNG. It's not even guaranteed to be in the first 4,000, but I have a feeling, guys. I have a good feeling. Been a while, bro. Been a while. Yeah, well, and then there's like Wetzel. There's a few folks who've obviously been here even longer than like the streams, and that's just really crazy. And then there's like people like Barley and like Odd Sauce and Retro who have been here since like literally like 100 subs, which is just absolutely insane. And they're still going strong. You know, still going strong. Ah, yes, this face. But yeah. The point is, though I still think it's super unlikely. Well, I mean, just statistically speaking, it's very unlikely that we get the Heracross tonight. I don't know. I have this feeling that if it's not tonight, I think it's gonna be soon. I think it's gonna be this month. I think September is the month that we get this Heracross. Again, don't know why. There's no logical reason behind it. I just really feel like we're gonna get it between 3,000 and 4,000. So that would, if I'm aiming to get 4,000 done by the end of this month, then that means sometime this month, based on my hunch, we should get Heracross. But that's, of course, that's literally hearsay. It just, I don't know. I have a good feeling. Trust me. Also, credit where it's due. The Baby Rhino merch is the softest thing I own. I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually really, really glad to hear that. My Baby Rhino merch is also very, very soft, and has held up surprisingly well. Because I've worn some of my old like original merch T-shirts and stuff to the gym and like working out and like to frisbee and stuff, and they still hold up. Like the material hasn't like the graphic hasn't like fallen off in the wash. And the sweater's comfy. Roy owns a Random 10 sweater. That's a fact. Hello, Roy. Welcome.
The boy.
Got your back like a butt crack. I actually don't have a butt crack. I have... I don't know why I was going to say I have a butt diamond, but, like, I don't know where I'm going with that. So, hello. Nad's giving me looks. I'm sinking, guys. Help me. Help me. Gamer time. That's what Roy said. Nad's laughing at me. Would you rather Zora or Zoroark in Smash Bros, or just like in general? That's the Tim Allen. Gamer time. You don't know it? Okay. Anyway, I think that's gonna become a big meme soon. That Tim Allen grunt. I think like. It is a meme for sure, but it's not... Yes, but it's not like... It's not the level of like Smash Mouth or Shrek. And I'm here to say, I think that the Tim Allen grunt has the capacity to be a top tier meme. Like, like something like a "We Are Number One" like top tier meme, you know. We'll see if it happens. I don't know if it'll get to Harambe levels, but like it'll.
That does not exist anymore.
Harambe?
Yeah.
In my heart.
Oh my god. Stop.
Tell him that. Oh, this is what Roy says.
Oh god.
Roy says to tell you this. Tells you to go. Oh, actually, I think what he really wanted was. But my favorite Roy thing that he doesn't even know he does is the. That's what Roy does in Smash. I think Zoroark in Smash for sure would be the better of the two. Guys, this is so sad. Nad was never a Legionnaire. Can we get crying emojis in the chat?
What?
Can we get crying emojis for Roy for getting his controller here in Toronto, Canada? Roy forgot his controller so far away, and he'll never get it back. This man came all the way here, got a very nice Subway-themed controller. This is true. And he just left it here. He just forgot it. Boo, boo, biddy, boo, boo, bee, bee, biddy, bee, bee. Roy, you want to play some Smash after I'm done streaming tonight? No. You'll be asleep. Nad just asked if we're going to watch a movie after the stream. Yesterday, she literally went to bed at 8:30 p.m. And it's like 8 o'clock right now, so... And we haven't even hit like 25 yet, so I'm just saying. Yes, Sonic Link. Thank you. Thank you. I want to show Nad all the banjo stuff, because she was asleep last night when I got around to downloading it. And I want to show her, because there's a Halloween song. And she likes Halloween. 8:30? Bruh. Says the guy who was asleep at 6 p.m. yesterday for the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, they can see the decor behind me. There's a giant spider where the Bulbasaur used to be. Which is kind of funny, because Nad hates spiders, but... They've seen Pumpkin Pikachu, I'm sure. Anyway. I also got the Squirtle and Ivysaur amiibo yesterday as well. I pre-ordered them. What?
Where's my toy?
You can play with Banjo. The Switch is right there.
You know, I cannot do Smash Bros.
I'm sorry, did you want a Snake amiibo? Is that what you wanted?
No, I wanted that game
Now.
that I said that I wanted, that I don't remember what it's called or what it looks like, but I said I wanted.
That's great. You should watch the Animal Crossing OVA. I did not know such a thing existed.
Oh, the Animal Crossing game. That's the one I said I wanted.
I thought you wanted Link's Awakening.
Yeah, no.
I already told that story. Yeah. Old news. Get with the program, sister. He missed Sans being an S. That's actually true. So Roy slept through Terry Bogard, which, I mean, I know he doesn't really care about, but he literally slept through Sans and Megalovania and the Toby Fox story and all of that. Which is really, really funny. Because 2016 Roy, like, literally would have peed himself. Like, straight up would have just, like, lost all bodily functions and just straight up peed. Like, he would have been that excited. This Heracross will be shiny, by the way. So 21-26 is that, or 21-31. Man, I do not want to forego that 1,000, because that was a very important 1,000. It took a long time to get that 1,000. I earned that 3 in that first digit column there. So I'm yeah. 31-26. All right, San. I'll tell you what. I'll name it. It is. I will name it after you if it's shiny. That's my deal to you. I worked for like 8 hours at 5 a.m., bro. Don't expose me like this. Yeah, he also works at... I'm exposing him. And he lives in the state of... And, Roy...
Let's be honest, Roy lives in Canada. We have made...
He was born in the year... and he... his favorite food is...
Chocolate.
Dog. Oh, that You could hear that one. That wasn't muffled. That's bad. That's bad. I don't know. Maybe they heard a different rhyming word. Maybe they heard frog. I don't know.
It's actually horse.
It's not his favorite food. Horse is not his favorite food. He likes raw horse meat, but it's not his favorite food. He'd be a great vampire. I'm not gonna lie. Roy would be a great, cause like just
He
eating.
didn't flinch like at all.
Yeah.
When he ate that. So.
I went to Canada in August, and while my body returned, my soul stayed soundly put. Yeah, it's literally in my guitar right now. I don't know why you had to like try to literally put your body into the guitar. That was really weird, but yeah, now your soul's there forever. But yeah, all I'm saying, I don't know if you guys were able to make out what his favorite food was that I said, but all I'm saying is just like, if you have any pets, don't show them to Roy. Just don't go for a walk. Don't, like, if Roy's in the neighborhood, just, you know.
Yeah, he used to have a horse. He no longer does.
Yeah, that's true. He did used to own a horse, and now he doesn't, but he also eats horse now, so think about that. What if you fell asleep and hit the controller and soft reset on shiny Heracross? Let's be honest. I don't even have to be asleep. There's a possibility. Now, I've been trying to be very good about it, and I do think Heracross is different enough. Like, the thing is, a lot of people say, well, you get into the rhythm and the muscle memory of it kind of like makes you and forces you to like maybe reset over it because you're just like not paying attention. You're so into the rhythm. Like, but to me, and obviously I can't prove this because I haven't been there yet, I think that I am so like used to the sequence of events that, excuse me, that plays out on screen now, that if there was even a slight change, which there would be if there was a shiny, because not only would the Heracross actually be a different color and a different shade and palette and all that good stuff, but it also would linger on the Heracross longer to do the sparkle effect, right? So like after the animation of Heracross being thrown out, it would be shiny, then it would immediately go to the animation. It's like a different, like basically angle of like camera angle of Heracross with the like shine sparkle thing. So if Heracross does show up, I feel pretty confident in this game, at least with this specific shiny, that I would not soft reset on. I do think there are certain shinies that I might not even notice, but I do, and who knows? I mean, knock on wood, like who knows? Maybe like if the right moment hits the wrong way, it's possible that maybe I do reset on it, right? It's very easy to reset on a GameCube. Like it takes 2 seconds for my finger to slip. Actually, really funny story. I'd say about a month and a half ago, when I was somewhere between like 1,500 and 2,000 encounters, I actually accidentally, like before I even threw, so I killed the Ariados, and then before the Heracross even got sent out, my finger literally like went to the GameCube and I pressed the button to reset before Heracross even got thrown out. But I realized what I was doing while I did it, but my finger was still on the button. So I literally, for the rest of that encounter, I was literally just holding the button down. Because the thing is, it won't reset until you actually lift your finger. So I was just holding it, using my left hand to like, you know what I mean? To like do all the like stuff. Luckily it wasn't shiny. Had it been shiny, I literally would have had to like wake Nat up because she was in the other room sleeping. What else is new, you know? But she was in the other, I would have had to wake her up and been like, all right, I need you to literally take this controller and do all this stuff while I hold this button down. Like, could you imagine if like the shiny hit on that one? That would have been incredible. Also, I noticed D-Man and the Barrels showed up. What's up, guys? D-Man, I already ate it. You gotta get live tweets about this stuff, bro. No dog is safe nor inedible. Did you enjoy my Sans? Your Sans was fun. You should have stayed Sans, though, instead of, like, switching to Banjo so quickly. But I get it. They're both really fun. Plus, you probably played Me Gunner before, so it wasn't like it was as new as, like, Banjo, obviously, right? But, yeah. I thought your Sans was better than your Banjo. Hey, JPB! Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Anyone remember the Aka village in New Leaf? Not me. Roy probably does. My theory is that D-Man and Barley are the same, each a jackal to the respective... Oh, Jekyll, sorry, not jackal. Each a Jekyll to their respective hide. Possibly. Possibly. We're both very, very smart. You guys, you know, I think there is a lot of similarities, honestly, between D-Man and Barley. I think they're both beloved internet personalities. I think they both have great taste in various media and you know, like activities, I guess. They're both some of my best friends in the entire world. All three of us went to camp together when we were 6. That was really cool. We all created our own horseradish business, where we sell it to... We're kind of like a non-profit sort of. Not quite though, also. But basically we provide free horseradish during Thanksgiving festivities for people of all, like anyone. Just anyone. It doesn't matter. A lot of homeless people for sure, but like you can also, if you're just having a hard time. Also, I think that said Arcane Shift. Thank you for the sub. If I did see that right, sorry. But anyway, that camp must have been lit. Yo, let me tell you. Well, that's where we got the idea for the horseradish business. We went to the cabin, the lunch cabin, and they gave us like a real nice roast beef dinner, you know. And they provided us some horseradish, and Barley hated it. But weirdly also D-Man hated it as well. Like they were in sync, and they were like, we need to make something better. And so we, you know, got a very small loan of $100 million from our grandmammies, and we made horseradish. That's what we did. I am older than Stan and also not American. Yeah, D-Man, because you're a boomer. Man, they're having a fight. It's because of the royalties for the horseradish. Again, I remember how I said it was a non-profit, but not really. So there was a whole thing where, like, basically, I wanted to make it non-profit, Barley wanted to make it for-profit, and D-Man was just like, why am I don't want to be here. But, you know, he's our best friend, so we were like, you have to be here. And he was like, well, I don't want to take any part of this. Anyway, so long story short, we couldn't all decide, so Barley still treats it like it's a for-profit, and there's been a whole lot of issues with royalties. D-Man keeps giving him all his royalties, and Barley's like, no, like, they're yours, D-Man. And he's like, I wasn't here. I didn't do it. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Oddity, what's up? What if me and D-Man is my conjoined twin? Well, I don't know how that would be, like, just spatially possible. Not even, like, physically possible, just spatially. Like, how does that work? And that's why I'm bad at Smash. Small loan of 100 million, something that Trump would say. I did channel a little bit of old Donnie G. No, Donnie T. For that quote. But yeah. The last Nintendo Direct before DLC in Smash, I threw my Switch when Shadow and Decidueye did not get in Smash. Luckily, it did not break. I mean, so I actually watched that Smash Bros. Direct live with Royboy140. And I can say, when they announced Incineroar and Ken, Royboy literally was like, oh, excuse me. He did that first. He did a burp and then he excused himself. But after that, he actually threw up everywhere we were in Tokyo at the time, all in the apartment. He just went, like, just everywhere. Sorry to anyone who's eating, but, and there was horse just everywhere. And then he went, where's my Goku? And then he got better. And then he was like, you know what? I think it's fine. I'll live. It was a really weird, like, 30 seconds. Had to be scrubbed. Nasty business had to be done. Well, he shouldn't have drank. He drank an entire bottle of wine. All to himself. I bought this bottle of wine from 7-Eleven, like, day one. Never drank it. That night, he's like, it's Smash, baby! And I was like, Roy, don't drink that. And he was like, no, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. And I was like, Roy, I'm telling you, it's not going to go over. And he's like, nope, shut up, old man. Called me a boomer, and then he chugged the wine. Roy, were you high? Roy? Okay, I'll be honest, guys. I actually didn't want to say this on the stream. There was a night where myself and Nad had to go back to the apartment hotel thing earlier. And I have it on good authority. My buddy saw Roy sneaking out of, like, one of those love hotels super, super late. So I don't know what kind of trouble he was getting up to. I know Ikebukuro at night is a bit of a party scene. I'm just saying he might have some secrets that I don't even know about. Goku did not originate in a video game, so he'll never be a Smash character. D-Man, you say that, but at one point, the other rule was that the character has to have appeared on a Nintendo console, and Cloud Strife did not meet that criteria. So sometimes Sakurai bends the rules, just saying. But I actually agree with you. I don't think Goku will be in, but Roy does. Roy popped the cork, had a and chugged the whole thing. Wait, is this a real story? Roy's like, he's a rebel, man. He is a rebel.
That's not what I thought it was.
It's from work.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's just not strawberry flavored.
Blue Breezy.
Yeah. Was it a Nintendo Love Hotel? That's true. They used to do Love Hotels. That's actually very true. No, it wasn't. I believe it was around Halloween, so it was like she was dressed like a vampire Frankenstein or something. I don't know. But what do I know? I was with my beloved. You know, like a good, faithful young man. Or boomer, I guess, in this case. But yeah, Roy was the one, you know, he was part of that single life, being a bachelor, a stud, tall, dark, and handsome, a 6'4" Brazilian god amongst the Japanese. They gravitated to him. Also, he had a Donkey Kong costume, so, like, that's a whole nother thing. So, I don't know what he got into, but yeah. Yeah, he would sneak out a lot at night. He's very high maintenance as well. Yo, what's up, Logan? How's it going? Remember when I went to buy stuff from a convenience store at night and didn't come back for like an hour and a half, or however long? So that's actually a true story. That's like, yeah, it took him a long time to get, like, he was like, I'm gonna go get coffee, and I was like, okay. And then he was just gone for a really long time. Yeah, he went all the time. He went all the time by himself. He went in the mornings, he went in the afternoons, he went, what do you think? It was across the street. What are you, what is it? Okay, anyway. He's Korean. His barber woman said so. No, his barber woman thought Roy was Mexican, not Korean. My mom thought that Roy was Korean. That's actually the true story. That's legitimately, though, straight up, that is a real story. My mom, upon seeing Roy in one of, like, my videos, thought he was Korean. She was like, oh, that's, like, who's the little Korean guy? And I was like, well, it's not, she also thought he was a girl. Even before, so before she saw that video, like, a year or two before that, one of Roy's first videos, I was, like, watching it with my friend Brett, Neon, and my mom came downstairs and was just like, all she could do was hear it, and she was like, who is that? Who's that girl talking? She sounds so young. And I was like, oh God, I can never tell him this. He'll be so embarrassed. Because Roy was so sensitive about his voice back then that he literally would, like, pitch shift it lower so that it wasn't, like, as high and, like, kid-like. That's actually, for real, the first I've ever gotten of that. I've told you this story before, but you're also very forgetful. So I imagine. And I didn't want to tell you recently because you actually, like, met my mom.
So you'll remind Roy of things that he's forgotten, but you won't remind me of things that I've forgotten.
I remind you all the time. It's just this one thing we had to deal about.
What was I remember the TV?
Roy just said yada yada. He actually did, look.
Like, as in yada yada, or...
He said good grief. Yada yada daze. It's true, I pitch shifted. Yeah, he was embarrassed. But he shouldn't have been. You know? Because now he's a god. Have you seen the Japan vlog on this channel? If you guys have not seen my Japanese vlog, you don't have to watch the whole thing, straight up. But I highly, highly urge you to watch just like day 4, the Halloween day. It is actually comedic gold. Like, I'm not saying this as like, it's not me. I had nothing to do with it. Except for, like, literally creating the whole Donkey Kong 64, like, thing. But, like, outside of that, not the video itself, I just mean, like, the whole meme, I think, was, like, a lot based on, obviously Roy, but I think also, like, I definitely propelled it a lot. But anyway, point is, yeah, Roy is basically the brainchild of all of it when it comes to that day, and it just, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, Stan, remember Roy slurp? Roy still does slurp. He's just better. Well, the thing is, you don't even know anymore because he doesn't make content. When's the last time Roy's recorded a VO, you know? Alright, so today we're going to talk about, I think Fire Red is a good game because, yeah. I remember the slurp. I know, it's so funny, though. There's such, like, it's so funny that it's like, I'm like, Roy, make more content. And then I just spend, like, 20 minutes just, like, taking a, like, you know, a crap all over his legacy. So that's the thing. So actually, this is a legitimate question. So Sonic Link, this is piggybacking off of what you just said. But so if Goku was in Smash, do you what do you think his Smash his Smash Ball move would be, right? Like his final Smash? What do you think that would be? Do you think it would be A, he turns into a great ape? Do you think B, he uses the Spirit Bomb? Or C, do you think he just goes Super Saiyan and that's not like an alternative costume thing? Or does he go Super Saiyan God? Or does he go Super Saiyan 3? Or Ultra Instinct? Like what would be Goku's final Smash? Because I think personally, if they ever did put Goku in Smash, I don't think they will. But if they did, I do think that like we would probably get 8 costumes and most of the costumes would be different forms of Goku. So you would have Super Saiyan as a costume. You would have Super Saiyan 3 as a costume, etc., right? But I think like Ultra Instinct would probably be his final Smash. But I don't know. Stan, can you play Beach Walk by White Woods for the outro? JPB! I remember you asked me that before. You know what? Maybe. Because I'm not playing any music right now. So possibly. If you're still around when I finish up, I still got like 20 more encounters to go. So it's going to be a while. But if you're still around, maybe. If Goku is in Smash, then never mind. I say Spirit Bomb. My name is Royboy. I played 2 hours of Gen 5, and this is my 20-minute review. Hey man, at least he can get out his Gen 5 reviews. Get it? Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken Kamehameha. I mean that's probably all. I think they'd probably make his neutral be Kamehameha, but I don't know. Maybe it is just a Kamehameha. FYI, that's copyrighted. I don't know why I ever made content for you, ingrates. Good luck getting clone-based humor elsewhere. Hashtag burnout. We miss you, Roy. Hey, Stan, have you ever played Jet Set Radio Future? That's actually so weird. Somebody just asked me that, like, literally Monday. Yeah, I have. I grew up, I had an Xbox, and it came with, like, a dual pack game, and I believe it was, like, I can't actually remember what the other game was, but it was either a robot mech game, or it was like just a very like bad driving game simulator. Like, but it wasn't like, you know, what are the big racing game things right now? What are the ones that have Gran whatever Turismo? Gran Turismo. It wasn't Gran Turismo. It wasn't Need for Speed. It wasn't like any Burnout. Like none of those. It was it was like Sega Racing 2002 or like something like that. But anyway, but yes, it came dual packed with Jet Set Radio Future, and I did play it, and it was really fun. What's the game that has the song that goes like understand the concept of love? That's not Jet Set, right? Is that like 1080 snowboarding?
For whatever racing game I had.
My uncle had that too, yeah.
Yeah, I broke it.
Aw.
And Rage.
Aw. And Garage Band?
At like 10.
Wow. You're a monster.
I didn't wreck my what's it called?
Drum kit? You didn't?
No, it's still at my parents'. I just don't have the game anymore because I broke the game.
Okay.
The mic and the thing still work.
So Roy, what's your favorite Grant Kirkhope remix on it for banjo in Smash? That was the menu screen. Oh, was it really? Straight up, nice. And was it? So I guess it was Sega GT 2000. That must have been it. But yes. So I got it. I actually knew that. That's amazing. But yeah, I definitely played it. I was still kind of young. I didn't really understand what I was doing. It was probably like 8 or 9. So I just like graffiti. I played a lot in the like versus mode on that with my friends down the street. But yeah. Knowing Stan, the shiny will drop now. I mean, D-Man, I don't know if you know, but this is, I put so much of my life into this Heracross. Like, it's, and the thing is, I know I'm not close to odds. Like, full odds is 8,000. So I still have to get really, really lucky for it to even appear between now and 4,000, because that's like basically half odds, right? like, so I know, but man, if it happened like this stream, even like, it doesn't even have to be the next one. Like, if I just got the shiny this stream, I don't know how I'd react to getting the shiny. I'll be straight up honest, because like, I've never put in this much time into like a singular video game focused goal ever. Like, for sure, never. I've done some crazy goals in video games. I've 100%ed some crazy stuff, but I have never really like done anything this insane, like that took this long and dedicated this much of my life and my mental energy. It's literally my hobby. Like, I come home from work most nights and I like hop on and I do like 50 or so encounters, just like, cause maybe it'll happen. Like, maybe, so if it ever did actually happen, like, I don't know if I would laugh, if I would scream, if I would cry, if like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I'm excited to see. And then that's if I don't soft reset on it. If I soft reset on it, then I'm definitely crying. At this point, if I were to soft reset on a shiny Heracross, anytime after like 4,000 soft resets, I think I legitimately, that might be the thing that makes me like quit it. Because it'd just be like, it finally showed up and I got super lucky, and then, you know what I mean? But yeah, it just, because at that point, you're like, I might literally have to do another, like, however many. Or maybe it appears in the next, like, 200 encounters. You don't know. RNG is crazy, right? You could hypothetically literally get 2 shiny Heracross encounters back-to-back. Very unlikely. Almost statistically impossible, but it is possible. Stan's brain would melt. Like, because the thing is, I wouldn't even know what the next steps are, because it's been so long since I've actually played Colosseum, for real Colosseum, that I wouldn't even know. Like, I legitimately would just be like, well, what do I do now? How do you purify Pokemon again? How do I save it? Like, you know, I do know how to do all those things, for the record, but I just like, it's just the idea in the moment would be like, I'd also be super, super afraid, because what's mostly what's most likely gonna happen, if you guys haven't been able to tell yet, having the Espeon is gonna make it more cinematic when the shiny Heracross appears, but only having an Espeon and then a Heracross on my team is also gonna make this like super, super difficult to win this battle, because by the time I catch the Heracross, Espeon's already usually taken 2 attacks by Masquerain at that point. Sometimes it's 1 because he uses Water Sport, but sometimes it takes 2. Sometimes Espeon's dead when I catch Heracross, right? And so that means then I have to battle with my shiny Heracross against Masquerain, basically one-on-one. I do have a revive in my bag. I will use it to try to bring Espeon back and hopefully get, but even then, that's not guaranteed, because 1 Silver Wind could kill Espeon, depending on how all the stats like work out. The good news is, I've looked into it. If I do fail, like if Heracross dies, I don't lose the shiny Heracross. I still get to keep the shiny Heracross. I just reset it the PC. A lot of people actually, when they do get their shiny, if it's in like later game where you're kind of in a marathon, purposely actually do kill themselves in order, like the guy who got the Houndoom recently did that in order to get back to the PC and save it really fast. So like, it's not like the end of the world if Heracross dies, but still, I know in the moment I'm gonna think it is, because I've never been in that position before. So I'm gonna be like, I'd rather just win the battle, but it's gonna be kind of a pain. I haven't really like talked about that yet because it just seems so far away. But like, as we get hopefully closer to catching the Heracross, like eventually we're gonna have to legitimately like win it. Well, win or lose, regardless, doesn't matter. But battle, you know, we're gonna have to actually partake in the battle, beat Pion Dioge. It shouldn't be too... Masquerain's not like the worst thing we could have to face, but still, yeah, we'll have to like take on Dioge, actually beat him, and then I actually don't know what happens right after that. Like, after I beat him, maybe there's another battle. Maybe, I don't think there is, but maybe there's another battle. Maybe like I can't just go through the door. Maybe it'll take a while to save. Like, I legitimately don't know. So that's gonna be really interesting, because I've never played through Colosseum before until this point. I wouldn't just be surprised if Stan just action replayed it. No, there's 2 reasons I would never do that. 1, I've literally come too far. It would just be a complete cheat, and I'd know when I'm getting it, and like that. There's no fun in that. There's literally no fun. I'm about like doing this legitimately and trying to hunt it for real, and yeah, like I don't like that. But the second reason too is you actually have to be careful. Is that action replay can mess with stuff in a way that it's not supposed to, especially these older consoles and stuff. I once used an action replay back a long time ago on my copy of Fire Red. A long time ago. And something went wrong, and it glitched, and it literally erased the ruby. Like, if you guys know anything about Fire Red, in the post-game, you go to the Sevi Islands, you can get basically like a sapphire and a ruby, and then you can trade from ruby, emerald, and sapphire into Fire Red, Leaf Green, and vice versa. Well, the ruby I'd already gotten and put in the machine, and it literally erased the ruby from my like game code somehow, and I could no longer trade outside of Fire Red and Leaf Green with each other. Like, and yeah, so that severely limited me being able to complete my Pokedexes in those games, and I just didn't. So I'm actually not a fan of action replays. I don't like them because I got traumatized by that one event when I was a kid. So yeah. He spent a week of his life on this. Yeah, you're legitimately right. Like, if you add up all the time, it's probably, by the time this finishes, it'll probably be closer to 2 weeks of my actual lifetime, like, all things considered together. You should test out winning the battle next time Espeon dies. I'm actually not too worried about it, honestly, because, again, I do know at the end of the day, whether we win or lose it, I'm going to be okay. I just know in the moment we get it, I'm going to be so, like, the adrenaline will be pumping so hard, and I'll be so careful and so, like, you know, just, like, sensitive about everything, because it's like, I've worked so hard to find this, I just need to save it. Like, I'm going to be so of the mind of, like, I need to save it. I've never gotten a shiny in this game before, so I got to make sure everything, like, goes according to plan. Yeah, in those moments where, like, things might not go to plan, even though, again, I know logically that if I lose the battle, I will still be okay. I know that it's fine, but I'm still gonna, like, there's a part of me that's gonna be like, oh man, but what if it's not? Like, and so yeah, I know that's, but it will be fine in the end, and I know that right now from a logical standpoint. But I'll be the same way when I purify it, even though I know, and I've seen multiple instances of people purifying their shadow Pokemon, and it retains shininess. It's in the code. It retains the shininess. That does not change. I legitimately, like I personally, when that happens, will kind of be a little on edge. Like, I'll kind of be like, but what if mine is weird? What if mine's different? Like, because I even have thoughts, and this is a very typical thing as a shiny hunter when you're doing a hard hunt, but, like, I even have thoughts right now, like, sometimes of, like, but what if you actually can't get a shiny Heracross in this game legit? Like, what if it's the one shiny that was for some reason locked behind, you know, a wall, and it can't be shiny, and that's why no one's ever gotten a shiny Heracross and posted it on YouTube before. But I know that's not true. I just know that no one's done it yet and posted it on YouTube. Like, I know its odds are the exact same as that Houndoom, or the Noctowl, or the Yanma, or you know, Totem Rotom's Milk Tank. Like, the odds are the same. It doesn't matter. It can be shiny, but there are times for sure when I'm like, oh, but what if mine's not? Like, what if this game is bugged, or what if, like, there's something missing? I don't know. My answer is Vegeta appears, and oh, nice. Yeah, Gogeta could be very cool. That is not a shiny, though. By the time he gets the shiny, I'll probably be graduating high school. I hope not. What do you make of the Hong Kong riots and its leader backing off the extradition bill? Roy, I'm not going to talk about Hong Kong politics on this stream. That's not what this stream is for. But yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate it, Roy. But if you want to have a talk about that, we can talk about that on Discord afterwards. But yeah, I'm not gonna hit that one. I appreciate it. How's your video coming along, Roy? If you guys didn't know, Roy Boy's currently working on a brand new video project, which is very exciting. He's finally getting back into it. It's pretty cool. I can't tell you what the contents are going to be, but I bet you right now he's at his computer working very hard on it. Probably not listening to podcasts or watching Game of Thrones or anything like that. Yeah, so Barley, you should definitely spread that to everybody you know in his Discord. And yeah. I'm currently working on a bag of chips. So Roy fell in love with a type of chip while he was here, but it wasn't the chip that everyone assumes he would from Canada. Everyone's always like, ketchup chips, ketchup chips. Roy tried a different type of chip when he was here, and now he's in love. That went through my head when I got to 3,000 Masuda Method for Rally. Yes, and it's gone through my head before. Funny enough, and like by comparison, this is like nothing, but I remember I was like watching on YouTube all the people get shinies in their friend safaris in Gen 6. And for whatever reason, my first friend safari shiny took like a really, really long time. Like it took probably like 4 hours. I don't know why. The odds were really, really bad for me. But so it took a really, really long time. And I thought like, I was like legitimately in my mind like, man, maybe I just like, maybe I have a bugged default or sorry, faulty version of Pokemon X or Y or whatever version it was in. I think it was X, but, and I was just like, yeah, what if mine is just like a bad egg? Like, what if it just, you can't get shinies in this game? And then of course I was completely proven wrong. I caught a bunch of Friend Safari shinies. I caught a bunch of, you know, shinies even outside of Friend Safari, hatched a bunch. Like, it was just, when you haven't done the thing yet, it's hard to believe that you can do it, right? And as Heracross goes longer and longer, that begins to like really become a thing in my brain. But it's not true. It's not true. Heracross could be shiny. It just hasn't been yet. That's all. Yo, Jordan! Ay, 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 ay! Jordan! My Mudkip made me never want to Masuda again. I've been there too. You guys, I don't know if you guys know about my Froakie, but I really wanted to get a protein shiny Froakie that was like a high IV and I could use for battling. It was the last member I needed. I was basically trying to hatch like a competitive team that I wanted to use. The Froakie was the last Pokemon I needed for that team. I had 5 shinies that were all 5 IV or like almost perfect IV or higher or whatever. And I was going to EV train all of them and it was going to be great. And Froakie was the last one. And I swear I must have gone like probably 1,400 Froakies. Like my Pokemon bank is still full of Froakies. And lots of great Froakies. Like literally some are perfect Froakies. Like perfect IV all the way across the board. They have protein as their like hidden ability. They're literally perfect. And I just like, they're just in my box because I'm like, it's not shiny. And I never got the shiny. I never did. I eventually just gave up on it and eventually moved to like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and then Sun and Moon and then, you know, yada yada. Now we're here. But yeah. Reminder stand, my first shiny took about 20 years, I think. But then you started getting them in waves, D-Man, right? Like, and that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes it takes a really long time. My last shiny outside of Pokemon Go was in Pokemon Let's Go. I believe Tangela was the last shiny that I got, like, on an actual game. That was, I mean, Pokemon Go is an actual game, but you know what I mean. Like, it is slightly different. So yeah, my last, like, core Pokemon game that I got a shiny. And I do sort of consider these core Pokemon games. I know they're not spin-offs, but I know they're also not technically core Pokemon games. But for all intents and purposes, the fact that they connect to the core Pokemon games in a way that most spin-off games do not, like, the Pokemon I catch here can be used later on. And so that's the important, like, distinction for me. Anyway, point is, it is shiny. It's sick. Let's go. This is the one. This is the one. Number, 3140. That'd be a very even number to get it on. All right, let's go, baby. Jordan, you got this. Let's go. It's not. It's not. But I'm feeling myself, guys. I think this is, like, again, I don't know if it's going to be tonight, but I really genuinely think that, like, before the end of this month, I think we're going to have a shiny Heracross. I have this weird feeling somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 it's going to happen. There's no real reason. There's no fact or reality that is based in. It's just, I don't know. I have a weird hunch. I still think personally it's going to be like mid to late, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it just pops out at like 32, 62. Like, you know? Yeah, I will. And I hope it happens on stream. I really, because that is the only thing that kind of sucks a little bit, because I'm trying to get like more and more of these done, but streaming while I'm doing this can, like, it's just a little bit harder. Like, it's much easier to do this repetitive sort of hunting while I'm like watching The Office in the background or like watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or whatever. I put YouTube videos. It's so much easier to like put that on and like just do this, like watch the TV while I'm like just going through the motions. And so, like, that's why I don't mind streaming it, but I also, like, I definitely prefer not to stream it because, again, just the tedious nature of it and how long it takes. But I will say, I really do hope that when it shines, it is on stream. Because obviously getting to enjoy that moment with you guys will be so much better. However, I have said in the past, if I ever do catch it off of stream, you better believe that I'm going to be, like, immediately going live, like, doing all the stuff on stream, right? Like, I'm not going to... Now... I might, because in the moment, like I said, I'm going to be super, like sensitive and super careful. I might try to get to a PC box and save it first before I go live if I catch it off of stream. But I will absolutely record everything and show you guys everything that happened in that same stream. Like, I will, like, because I record it when I'm off stream, and then so I would literally cut something together, make it so that you could watch it, and then after it finishes, we'd, like, do all the things, like purifying it, and I just want to make sure I save it. That's all. In Go, I got Shiny Houndoom. Oh, nice. Yo, I would love to get a Shiny Houndour and Houndoom in Pokemon Go. There's so many, like, sweet Pokemon I'd love to get in Pokemon Go that I just don't have. I still don't have a Magikarp. It's so sad. I really, really want a Shiny Magikarp to get a Shiny Gyarados. Because, yeah, Nat has one that she never evolves because she hates life.
No, he's fine. Leave him as he is.
No, Barley, you cannot say that. Wow, not a gamer. Roy, what does it mean to be a gamer? Can you please give me the definition of gamer right now? But anyway, oh yeah, but also me and Roy are going to be playing some Super Smash Brothers with Banjo-Kazooie after the stream. So if you want to join the lobby, I think I'll set it to a maximum. I think 6 was probably a good number last time. So basically 4 people plus me and Roy. If you want to play, if you're able to play, you can join our lobby. I will post what the code is and everything. I'll just tell you right now. The code is going to be 150. So if you want to join, the code will be 150 when I inevitably make that lobby and play. Which is probably going to be, what time is it now? Probably in like half an hour. We'll probably wrap up this stream in about half an hour. And then we'll be playing around 9 o'clock p.m. Oh, what did Nat say to ask us? Oh, this is for Sonic Chow.
Oh, yeah, I keep on getting stung by bees. Will I die?
She wanted to ask, she keeps getting stung by bees, will she die? In Animal Crossing New Leaf. No worries, Sonic Link, no worries. A person who plays video games or participates in role-playing games, every gamer has suffered from small screen videos. What? Sonic Chow says no. Yeah. Ooh. A male Heracross. Look at that stag beetle. Or no, rhinoceros beetle. You can't die in AC. Just be stuck in crippling debt. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's catch this. 31-42. I'm hyped up. I hope you guys are too. Let's do it. Throw that snag ball, Wes. Do it up. It's a master ball. Catch it, baby. Catch it. Doop, 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 doop. And it is not shiny. Man, the amount of blue Heracross I've seen. Although, it's really funny because, like, I wonder what the odds legitimately are that one of the blue Heracross that I've ran into was, like, a perfect IV Heracross. Also, I always keep forgetting, but, like, legitimately, we also, like, everyone always talks about, like, what nature it's going to be. But I actually don't even know what ability this Heracross is going to have. I believe it's 50-50 on ability as well. I know Heracross technically has a hidden ability, but you can't get it in this game. Maybe later you can re-roll it into a hidden ability with like a capsule or something. I don't know. But I do know for this game at least and for a long time in this ribbon quest, it takes a while to switch it. But yeah, I wonder what we'll end up getting. Even if you get stung by a scorpion, you can't die. I was watching the new AC trailer, and I was like, man, I miss Cookie. And I remember when I started up AC and I had a letter that she moved away. It made me sad. That's how you know it's a good game. Shaking and crying right now. Used to be so energetic. I hate that they can move. Come on, get that energy up. Oh, don't you worry, Jordan. When Sword and Shield come out and I'm like playing a new Pokemon game and stuff, I'll be super energetic and just hyped because I'll be hyped again. But when it comes to Heracross, like, you gotta understand, like, by your 3,142nd encounter, it's hard to be quite as hyped as you were for, like, the first 10 encounters, you know? It just is. Now, mind you, again, though, hopefully all that means is that whenever it does inevitably happen, hopefully it means that my reaction is going to be a thing of beauty. I promise, and I swear to God, I will not, because I'll be honest, in the past, I've definitely been guilty of certain shiny overreactions for sure, and I probably, like, exaggerated them a bit. I promise you guys 100%. However I'm legitimately feeling when we catch the Heracross, I will, like, react honestly, and I will react accordingly, because it's just been so long, and so, like, if I literally get it, and my instinct is to just be like, alright, we got it, nice, like, I will do that. Like, I'm not gonna put on a show if, like, I'm not, like, but I think, you guys know me, like, I'm pretty sure when it does appear in that beautiful purple shell, I'm probably gonna freak out. I think it's gonna happen, but, I mean, we'll see, of course. I doubt I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's nice. That's a very, beautiful palette. Alright, I'll go save it. No big deal here. Yeah, just, like, could you imagine if it's, like, it, like, pops out, it sparkles and everything, and you guys are, like, freaking out in chat, and I'm just like, I really should have gone for Gligar. Like, I'm just, man, Diglett would have been nice. Like, you know? Not that you can even get Shadow Diglett, but you know what I mean. Scorpions are extremely rare, Nad. Famous YouTuber Random Tens admits after using speculation he is fake AF. My childhood is ruined. I can tell you, though, Barley, straight up, my Mimikyu, my Sandygast, which I know you love my Sandygast reaction. Basically, any of the, like, first, like, 10 to 20 shiny encounters in Sun and Moon were absolutely, like, 100% authentic. Because, like, I literally swore on one of them because I was just, like, that happy to get one. Mimikyu was, like, obviously, like, a huge deal. I was loving it. Just during when Sun and Moon first came out, like, I was just so excited to be, like, streaming, because I never really had that, like, no one really watched my streams, other than a few very beautiful people, beautiful souls out there, but, like, it was kind of like, I had all these subscribers, but, like, only, like, 10 to 30 people at a time would, like, watch my streams, and then Sun and Moon came out, and it was, like, all of a sudden it was like, oh my god, there's, like, 100 people watching, oh my god, there's, like, 140 people, 200 people, and then by Mimikyu, it was like, oh my god, there's, like, 700 people watching, and we're gonna get, like, could imagine if we catch this thing together. Like, it was a first, right? Like, when you experience something for the first time and it's like, it's very overwhelming. And so that being, like, my first shiny caught on stream and my first shiny caught with, like, people watching, and, like, it's just my first Sun and Moon shiny caught with people, like, it's really exceptional. And then for a long time, I would say that last, I would say the one that I noticed where I started being, like, kind of like, oh, cool, but, like, I was less into it was definitely Young Goose. Like, Young Goose, I have a very vivid memory of that. I think it was, like, the one either before I went to PAX or when I came back, and, like, that was the first one where I caught, and I was just like, okay, like, it's another shiny, I was a little, like, jaded at that point, I guess. But now, having not caught a shiny for a really long time, I definitely can tell you, I'd be pretty ecstatic to catch this one or anything in Sword and Shield, because they're, like, new Pokemon, right? Minior. Yeah, Minior is sick too, because that was, like, the first egg hatch as well. Like, oh man, it was, Sun and Moon were, like, those were good times. Those were really good times. I love those games, and doing the shiny hunting in those. The abilities of Heracross will possibly be Guts or Swarm. Yes, and I believe the one that I think people try to get on their Heracross, I think it's Guts. I think neither really impacts the competitive stuff, but I think it's Guts. And remember, we are going to be using this Heracross competitively, so its stats might be garbage, but we kind of have to make do with that because we need to get ribbons on it, which means it has to enter things like Battle Frontier and the Mount Battle in this game. Excuse me. What if you just didn't react at all to shiny Heracross? Like, just sat here like, oh. Like, didn't even say, oh, like, just pops up. Everyone's, like, freaking out in the chat. I'm just like, and I just go through the motions, like, okay, Master Ball, shiny, all right, beat Dioj, go pure, like, I just go purified and everything, and I'm just like, cool. Yeah, I don't think that would happen, but we'll see. Ultramoon is quite slow, yeah, but so is Sun and Moon are slow as well. It's just the first playthrough was really fun. It was like my second Let's Play on stream, the first one being Y, but it was, like, a lot more people, and, again, new game, because X and Y, like, they're fun, but that was, like, my 5th or 6th time playing through X and Y, Whereas like Sun and Moon was like I was experiencing it for the first time with everybody else, and I love that feeling so much. I remember I had a dream where you got the shiny and you just calmly said, "Oh, nice, we got it." Yeah, I don't think that would happen, but did you guys know that Stan reacts to me clicking my tongue and having a slap in the air with the same energy as a shiny reaction works every time, 100% guaranteed? I don't even know what that means, Roy. The Slurp. That's Roy's superhero name, the Slurp. Nice. Good. Dude, Sun and Moon front page of YouTube, that was crazy day. That was insane. It was really fun. To be honest, I don't expect anything like that to happen for Sword and Shield. I'm not around enough. I don't have enough free time the way I did back then. And there's a lot more really, really talented like Pokemon YouTubers out there. Back then, it wasn't as like prevalent because capture cards were really hard to get. But now like everyone can get a capture card on the Switch because it's just an Elgato or anything like that, right? So it's just like there's gonna be a lot more people doing Pokemon hunts and stuff at the beginning, and I think that's like we're gonna see some like new talent rise. We're gonna see some old people come back a little bit, but I just think for the most part, I just kind of want to have fun with them. Again, I'm like good. I don't have to worry about like crazy viewership or money or anything like that. Like I'm employed, I'm happy, I'm healthy. That's all I can ask for, and hopefully I get to enjoy that game with a lot of you guys. And maybe they'll be smaller, and that's totally cool. I'll probably stream it on my Random Tens channel just in case there's anyone who doesn't, because there's still actually a lot of people who still hit me up and are like on Twitter and are like, "Hey, what happened to Upload? Like, when are you gonna stream again? It's been like 2 years." And I'm like, "Well, I've been streaming every week on Random Tens." And they're like, "Oh, you have a second channel?" It happens more than you'd think. So I'll probably, if I do stream Sword and Shield, it'll probably be on Random Tens. But I'd also like to get a video out before then if possible, but I'm not making any promises. Heracross has my undivided attention, at least for this month. It's possible next month I'm really going to buckle down and try to put out something. It might not be the Black and White 2 review, just straight up. It might be a completely different project. I don't know. But I would like to put out a video instead of just like literally coming back the day of Sword and Shield and be like, "I'm back." Like, I'd like to at least put something out, be like, "Hey, this is the situation. This is where I'm at in my life. And I will be streaming this game if you want to check it out." Like, but anyway, Moxie is hidden ability unavailable here. Yeah, I definitely read up on like how all that stuff from Oswald's guide, and yeah, I definitely couldn't get my hidden ability for quite a while. Did Nat say she paid off her house? She did, yeah. I haven't even finished Let's Go. Let's Go is actually really fun. Awful post game though, like just straight awful bad post game. Really fun game though, like legit. I had a great time with it. I didn't think I would. And I couldn't put it down. Like, I legitimately just really... I do like Kanto. I just don't like Gen 1 because of how, like, rough it can be to play at times. But, like, I genuinely really like the Kanto region, and I love how many Pokemon there are in Kanto that, like, every time I go through it, I have a slightly different team than I've ever had before. And I get to still, to this day, I still use Pokemon that I've never used before. And that's really cool. That's really, really awesome. I love doing that. That's one of the things I like most about Kanto. And I still could. Like, I don't think, honestly, that I've ever used, like, a Tangela in my actual playthrough, like, as my grass type. I don't think I've ever used it. I will admit it's getting, like, slimmer and slimmer, but I don't think I've ever used an Executor as my main Pokemon, or, like, a member of my main party. I don't think I've ever used... I know I've definitely never used, like, Eradicate. I've never used a Golem. You know, I've never used an Alakazam. Anything with trades I basically haven't used. So that also includes... I have used Gengar, though, before, but that was because I literally traded, like, to myself. But, yeah, Machamp I haven't really used before. So there's still quite a bit. I've never used a Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan as, like... No, not true, not true. I have. That was a lie. Fairly recently, too. But, still... Sorry, kind of looking at Gen 7 Heracross. It's a very low CR and it has takedown as a move. Well, I am definitely not even going to think about Gen 7 in terms of Heracross for a very long time. My biggest thing is just like getting through this game. Mount Battle alone is going to take a while. Yo, I cannot wait for the Mount Battle streams, guys. They're rough. They're rough. It's legitimately like I'm going to have to probably carve out like 8 hours of like a Sunday or something. And me and you guys are going to have to, like, take on Mount Battle in one sitting one very, like, the good news is, I will say, after doing what we're doing here, nothing could ever be as repetitive, like, even as repetitive and ridiculous. So Mount Battle is kind of famous for, like, it takes forever, and you just, like, there's so much, like, wasted time and, like, running back and forth, and it starts almost too easy. You're too OP, and then, like, the last 20 or so, it starts to get really hard, like, and then if you lose, you have to, like, redo, like, the 6 hours of like, just monotonous stuff all over again. And I've never been great at battling, so I'm gonna try my best. As I've said before, what I might legitimately do is when we get the Heracross, I might try to beat the game, like beat Nascor, all that good stuff. And then before I get the Mount Battle ribbon in this game, I might actually start our playthrough of Emerald, get Rayquaza, level Rayquaza up to, like, ridiculous levels, trade Rayquaza back into this game, and then use Rayquaza for Mount Battle, and, like, all the, like, legendaries from Gen 3 in this game, in order to just, like, cheese Mount Battle, essentially. Like, maybe get, like, a Salamence, a Rayquaza, instead of only having to rely on, like, the 3 legendaries they give you in this game, right? You can also get a Ho-Oh in this game as well, but you have to do, like, a lot, and I'm not going to go through that. It takes, like, basically 100% completion, and I am not about that life right now. But yeah, what games are after this? So it would basically go, I'm not going to give, like, the full timeline, but the next, like, 3 games after this. So this game, then we go to Emerald, then I'm going to do the thing with Mount Battle, like I said. Then we'll already have Emerald beaten, so then we can hypothetically get into the Battle Frontier, like, fairly, like, quicker. And then, so yeah, it goes Emerald, and then Fire Red, or Leaf Green. Excuse me. And then I think you can just do Platinum. I don't think you have to worry about like Diamond and Pearl. I think you could just do Platinum, or maybe just do Diamond. I have both, so if I need either or, I could do it. But we will do a Let's Play of those games as well, because basically I want to raise my team from, like, the beginning, sort of, in, like, knowing, like, keeping in mind and knowing that I'm, like, making this playthrough designed to get, like, as far as I can in the Battle Frontier. Not that you can't do that post-game. It's probably easier to do it post-game, but I just think it's, like, a nice little thing if, like, we literally go on the whole journey together, and the whole part, the connecting thread of it all is Heracross, you know? I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, so basically we're going to every game in some way or some form. Because even Fire Red and Leaf Green, technically, the only thing you really have to do in those games is just be the Elite Four. Just have Heracross in your party, be the Elite Four, which is obviously super, super simple in Fire Red and Leaf Green. They're not exactly the hardest games out there, you know? So, yeah, and then you just move right on to, like, Platinum or Diamond or Pearl or whatever it is. And then we have to go into Heart Gold, Soul Silver and get the Shiny Crown, which is actually quite a pain in the butt as well. Look forward to that. And we have to beat Red as well. We have to beat Red with Heracross as one of the members in the party. Again, I'll be straight up honest with you guys. A lot of, like, certain fights, like Elite Four fights, Red, Mount Battle, anything that I can cheese it and get the ribbon faster, I'm going to do, because there's so many ribbons out there, and Battle Frontier alone is so hard and so tough, and the contests are so time-consuming that, like, as fast as we can get a ribbon, we're going to try to do it, you know? If it means we're never going to cheat, but if we have to cheese, if we have to use level 100 Mewtwo's in order to just get through it as fast as we can with, like, not a struggle, I will not hesitate to do so. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh no, Jordan, do not get caught. Remember back when I was in grade 9 and your streams were stacked? Gotta miss those days. Gen 4 is my favorite. Platinum is the best game. Gen 4 is great. Between that and as well as obviously Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Like, yeah, Gen 4 is incredible. Yes, Pika Sage, what's up? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Sword and Shield. I was just kind of talking about that. But that's the other sad part. Like I was saying this earlier in the stream too, though, is that it really sucks that it's very likely Heracross will not be making the trip to Galar, which means if there are ribbons in Galar specifically, even though it's so far off, like it's probably years off, I probably can't get them, like, with Heracross. At least not first time around, which is really sad that there might be a region that I can't take Heracross to. Because this Heracross is going to be born in the Orre region, but then, you know, it's going to get to see Hoenn, and it's going to get to see Sinnoh and Unova and Hoenn again, And, well, Johto through... Well, it's going to see all of them. Because it's going to see Kanto through Fire Red Leaf Green. Going to see Johto through Soul Silver Heart Gold, right? Going to see all these wonderful games. And then we get to, like, Gen 8, and it's possible that they're just like, no, 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 no. Not you. Not you, Purple Bug. You stay put. Wasn't Heracross in one of the trailers? The last time I checked... I'm going to check again right now, I guess. But, one sec. Let me see. But I know last time I checked Cerebi, it was not available. So, we'll see. Alright, Gen 2. Hoot Hoot, Chinchou, Togepi, Sudowoodo, Wooper. These are, and the evolutionary lines, obviously. Why not? Quillfish, Sneasel, Mantike, Larvitar. That's it. Just those lines. No Heracross still. So it's not looking good. Because that's actually, that's quite a bit of Johto Pokemon. Like, is it like all the Johto Pokemon? Not even close. But is it quite a few? Like, you know, I at least Lantern's in it. Lantern's one of my favorite Pokemon. That's nice, I guess. I'm trying to think, though. I guess the only ones in this game I could have caught... I think you can do Sneasel. I think Sneasel's one of them. Actually, there's quite a few now that I think about it. There's actually quite a few. A lot of these Pokemon are Colosseum-specific Pokemon. It's like... Yeah, because like you can get a Tyranitar, you can get a Mantine. I believe you can get Sneasel. You can definitely get Quagsire. Definitely get Sudowoodo. Definitely get Togetic. Definitely get Noctowl. So, actually quite a bit of Gen 2. Like, of all... Basically, the only ones you can't get that I mentioned, I don't think you can get Wobbuffet. I don't think. Maybe you can, but I don't think so. I think you can get Quillfish, too, actually, in this game. Are you kidding me? I kind of feel like a little ripped off now. Of all the Gen 2 Pokemon, like, I feel like Heracross might be one of the only ones. Gligar as well isn't here either, though. So, Gligar, let me see if... So, no... Oh, Hitmontop is, though. So, Hitmontop would have been allowed. Damn. Damn, man. Yeah, Nad, thanks. Nad just said maybe I have to redo the whole thing. Just switch my target right now. No, I'm definitely not going to switch my target, obviously. But, like, that's crazy. Man, no Heracross. No Heracross currently. Currently. I mean, we never know. But, like, rip. Rip the dream, you know? It's just, it's incredible to me how many... I almost want to do, like, a cross-reference here. Like, all the Pokemon. No Mareep. No Mareep, actually. So that line... Not confirmed. That's one of the more popular ones in this game. Or I guess technically it's not Mareep, but it's what's the middle evolution? That for some reason the name's escaping me right now. It's not I can't even speak. Jeez, Ampharos or Mareep. Why can I not think of the middle evolution? That's so bad. But yeah. Anyway. They may do a Nat Dex DLC. I don't think they're gonna, though, to be honest with you, Barles. I mean, maybe. But actually, I really, like, legitimately want to cross-reference. Also, this is 3150 right here, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna do a cross-reference right now of available Shadow Pokemon and see what you can't get from Gen 2. Oh, there we go. Boom. Okay. Okay, so from Gen 2 specifically... Okay, so obviously we have the starters. Also, not a shiny Heracross currently. But we have the starters, which are not available, to the best of my knowledge, in... No, they are not. So, none of the starters. So, that's 3 evolutionary lines. No Slugma. So, that's 4. Flaffy. Why could I not think of Flaffy? Flaffy, 5. Skiploom, 6. Mischievous, 7. Furret, 8. Yanma, 9. Okay, now I'm just starting to... It's actually a lot more than I thought. Remoraid, 10. Mantine and Quillfish you can't get, though. Dunsparce. Dunsparce is what? 10 or 11. The legendaries. But you wouldn't want to do a legendary anyway for Ribbon Quest, so I don't know if I really count them. Just because they're not allowed to get some of the ribbons, because the Battle Frontier rules and stuff. But Gligar, Stantler. I always forget that Stan. Man, I'm so happy I didn't go with Stantler. I know my name is Stan, but like, geez. Apom, Murkrow, Fortress. I actually at one point considered doing Fortress because I genuinely love the Pineco Fortress design, but I didn't do it. Ariados, Grand Bull. Okay, so yeah, I just straight up sort of like, yeah, Skarmory as well. Like, yeah, okay. There's actually way more that you can't get than you can. Smeargle is another one. From the Ursaring isn't like, yeah, okay. Shuckle. Oh man. All right. So Scizor as well, technically, sort of, but not really. But yeah. Okay. All right. So I probably just overreacted. It's certainly not as bad as I initially thought, but still. How many more encounters? We're going for 5 more. We're gonna end at 31:55 tonight. Then we're gonna play a little bit of Smash Bros on the old Switcherino. Yeah. It's been a really, really fun stream though. Like, I swear the last like 25 encounters have just like feel like they've taken 5 minutes. It's been a really fun stream tonight, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. Thank you again, Wolfger, for that donation. That was really, really cool. I almost just killed the Heracross. That would have been bad. I didn't though. I caught it. All right, here we go. There we go. And as my good friend Po would say from Kung Fu Panda 3, skadoosh. What game do you have the most hours in? It's really funny because like I'd love to be like, oh, it's Pokemon Colosseum. It's not though. I don't know. It's legitimately, it's one of these like 4 probably, and I don't know which one honestly it would be, but it's one of these 4 for sure. It's either Super Smash Bros. Melee, or Call of Duty Black Ops 1, or Pokemon X and Y. Because I put like 400 hours into that game, and that's only one playthrough. And I've done, like I said, like 5 or 6 playthroughs. So, I mean, I've definitely put a lot. That's the Pokemon game I put the most time. Or it could legitimately also be Pokemon Sun and Moon because of all the shiny hunting, and it was literally my job for a while, right? So it's probably one of those 4 games. And it's funny because none of those games are my favorite game, but they're just all games that like lend themselves to like a lot of, you know, post game. You don't necessarily have to, like, it's really funny. So Call of Duty Black Ops, I have so much time into, and yet I never played the campaign. I only played multiplayer, and I prestige like every time possible. And there was a lot of prestiges back then. I played with my cousin. Basically, that was like my first experience with online games at all. And I just like, it was like, I was in like a online gamer Xbox clan with like my cousin and his brother and his friend, and so yeah, it was part of my social life basically. I'd like come home from high school and play Xbox 360 with like my cousin. XY you can check on 3DS. Yeah, but see, I've played them across so many different consoles too. Like, it's not always been the same 3DS that I played X and Y on. Some were on capture cards, some were on like my brother. Like, it's a lot, D-Man, I'm telling you. Why don't we use random 10s anymore? I don't use random 10s right now just because it would feel wrong, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I definitely need to like reestablish a presence on random 10s and kind of like earn back trust a little bit before I go back there. Also, the reason I like, not that I'm not going to go back there, because even when I did Let's Go, I streamed on random 10s, but it's more just that like, this hunt in particular, if I'm gonna do this hunt, it has to be on stand-em 10s because I'm trying to create kind of like a log of all of that stuff, and on random 10s, it's gonna just like bog people down. Like, people are not gonna really care about this specific hunt or this specific stream really, because it's like, it's been going on for more than a year. So I like to have this specific place on stand-em 10s where I have all the streams. I don't have to like go through videos and streams and stuff. It's a dedicated home essentially for like my vlogs and this specific hunt, like, and that's it. And I love that. I think that's like the way to do it. I think there's a reason not to compare myself because I'm nowhere close to this level, obviously, but like sorry, I just got a funny text and it derailed my train of thought. But like look at game theory, yeah, game theory, right? Like, they never really do the streaming on their main channel. They do it on their secondary channel. Now, I don't have that complete thing, but I just feel if I'm going to stream on random 10s, I want it to be more for the community. Whereas on Stand and Tens, it's definitely, this is like a personal hunt. This is like my white whale, a personal vendetta. Like, I want this bug, and it doesn't matter if I have 20 people or 200 or 2 people watching. Like, I want to get this bug. And if you guys want to join and watch and like communicate and ask questions, I love that, and it makes it so much easier, trust me, to like do this repetitiveness. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to stop if people are like, oh, can you do some like ultra wormhole hunts? I'm going to say no. And I can do that on this channel. On Random Tens, I'd feel a little bit more guilty about doing that, I guess. I don't know. Wow, new Leaf with 367. What was your first shiny starter? Mine is Trico. Also your first shiny Pokemon. Mine was an Alolan Rattata. So my first shiny starter, I've had a few by virtue of, excuse me, like trades and stuff. I think the first one I ever had was a Feraligatr. I got in a trade in Black and White 2. The first one I bred myself probably would have been maybe Cyndaquil. Like, doing the soft reset on Soul Silver. It might have been Cyndaquil. What came first, Cyndaquil? Or I think Cyndaquil came before Trico in Oras, because I got a shiny Trico in Oras as well, which is really funny because, you know, it'll never happen, but if I ever did my Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire review for the channel, like, I would literally start with a shiny Trico because I just have it still saved on that Sapphire version. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 more Heracross encounters here. It's still blue, and so is Roy, but we got 2 more. 2 more, and then we're calling it tonight. But I'll be back next Tuesday. You guys know that. Tuesdays are the stream nights. I know I was sick last week, but this week I did 2 streams. Next week I'm hoping to do 2 streams as well. I kind of have to, because, like, to make up for missing out on this weekend, I can't really afford to, like, there's a certain amount I have to do per week, right? Like, I basically, if there's only 4 weeks in a month, I basically have to do 250 on average. Now, some weeks I'm going to be a little less, some I'm going to go above, right? But for the most part, I got to get to that sweet 250 number. So, this week I'm going to fall a little short of that, but hopefully between next week and next weekend, I'm going to be able to, you know, be somewhere around like 3,500 by the end of like next weekend, Tuesday-ish. It's a lot, but that's the plan for now, at least. But yeah, because I got to get to 4,000 before the end of September. That's the goal, you know. Because that's half odds, baby. That's half odds. It's like Bon Jovi said. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, Roy looks like a bear. Thank you, Sonic Link. Yeah. Get the chance going, ladies and gentlemen. These 2, it'd be really nice if one of these 2 was a shiny. You know what else would be really, like, underwhelming in a way? That I thought of this. What if, like, so let's say hypothetically, like, next Tuesday, right? I start up the stream, I play the music to get us all hyped up at the beginning. You guys see that little, you know my little intro. Don't worry, I won't catch the Heracross here. But, like, you know my, and there's, like, music playing, and, you know, it's all good. And then, like, literally the first one is shiny. Like, the first Heracross we catch of the night is shiny. And it's like, the stream's only 5 minutes in, and we already got the shiny. But, like, because, like, overall, elapsed, it's gonna, like, you know, it'll be 3,500. But for that day, for that moment, it's gonna feel like, wow, we really just, like, got it that quickly. Because that happened to the guy who got the Yanma. It was like, he started his stream, and, like, three Yanmas in, he got the shiny. He's like, I wasn't prepared for this. Like, I haven't even, like, set up my music properly. Like, it's really funny. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend. I actually genuinely, I do recommend, if you guys haven't done so, checking out some of the other Colosseum shinies that people have legitimately caught. There's not a whole lot of them. There's probably still under 10 on YouTube. But it's just amazing, like, how much they run the gambit. Like, there's a guy who caught a shiny Houndoom in, like, 37 encounters, and then there's a guy who caught a shiny Noctail in 13,050 encounters. So it literally runs the gambit. There's people from like all over the world, and there's, like, it's really fun to see what they get and how they get them and the reactions. My favorite of all time, and still to this day, is Totem Rotoms. I know how hard he worked for that milk tank. And he got it at like somewhere in the 10,000. So I mean, like, the man worked his butt off. He finally got it, and it's such a nice, sweet reaction. So yeah, that's probably my favorite of the Colosseum. It might even be like my favorite shiny reaction of all time, even including like my own. But anyway, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final encounter of the night. This is the last one we're gonna do. 3155 will be it. It's probably gonna be blue. Let's be honest. Every time I've said this before, it's been blue. So the odds of it changing now, here in this moment, very, very slim. But who knows? Regardless, though, after this, I will be doing a little Smash Bros. Tournament. I'll be hosting a lobby. I'll be there. Roy will be there. I think Barley's probably going to join, but, you know, don't let that dissuade you. You can probably beat his Saiyans. But, yeah, so join up. The code's going to be 150, so remember that. I'll write it at the end of the, in chat as well, so that you guys can see it. But 150 if you want to join. I'm going to be just playing Banjo probably the whole time. Definitely not playing to, like, win matches, just to, like, have some fun. So, check it out if you're able to. I've watched the ones you've linked. I thought they were fun. Yes, Chris also has some great ones. I think those are the ones you watched, Barley. Chris is also, like, super lucky. Chris got Scizor and Entei, which both are really hard to get, first and foremost. But at, like, under 2,000. Like, which is just insane. Like, to get 2 Colosseum shinies under 2,000 is just, like, so lucky. But anyway, not 37 like Houndoom. Like, we have done more than 37 this stream. Also, you know what? I'm going to do one more. I started at 3106. I'll do one more because I was talking there and I couldn't hype it up. But, yes, we have done more. We've done, like, over... Or, no, we're just about to do 50 exactly here. Meanwhile, someone did a stream. They got Houndoom in 37, guys. Like, it just goes to show, literally any stream could be the stream. Because, like, we do that all the time. Like, we do batches of 37 every week. More than 37, right? And... we've not been blessed yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You guys, I think you guys know at this point, like, this is one I'm not just giving up on. I've put in a lot of time. I'm not slowing down. If anything, I think I'm ramping up. I'm becoming more and more hardcore about getting this thing because I'm running out of time till Sword and Shield. That's the truth of it. And I just really want it. Like, I see it feels like every other week now I'm seeing, like, someone else get their shiny in Colosseum. And a lot of these guys started out around the same time as me. And some people didn't even, right? Like the Houndoom. However, that person's been in the community for a very long time. So it's not like... But my point is just that, you know, it's really cool to see those people get their shinies, but it's also like, when am I going to get mine, you know? And I got to put in the time to get it. I got to earn it. That's shiny hunting. Ooh, nice D-Man. It doesn't really matter anyway, since, like, Netflix is going to take forever to dub it and therefore make it legal to watch. And I don't illegally stream my anime. I just can't do it. To be honest, it's purely because I'm just too lazy. Like, it is morally wrong as well, but also I'm just, like, too lazy. And I like supporting the creators and stuff. Anime is one of those things I'm very, like, I don't know. I just want to make sure that I'm paying, you know, the right amounts and everything. But anyway, Netflix is gonna wait, like, forever to dub the thing. So I'm probably gonna have to wait a year after it airs in Tokyo. Stan, it's my birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, JPB. Roy boy, did you help your dad with the LEDs tonight? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of Roy and his LEDs and how bad of a son he is, let's go. The final one of the night, 3156, baby. Let's do it. This is the last one. I'm putting the controller down. It's in RNGesus' hands now. It would be female too, which, you know, I'll still take it. I mean, hey, it's a shiny. Let's go! Baby! It's blue. It's blue. It's blue. It's okay. I still want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, Wolfgar Lionel, thank you for the donation. Thank you to everyone who contributed your time, your energy, your questions. This stream, like I said, legitimately flew by. I really had a fun time tonight. I'm not gonna lie, usually I find Tuesdays are a little bit more, just like there's more people in, there's more like hype, I guess, on a Tuesday than a Thursday. I don't know why that is, but I have found that in the past. However, I gotta say, This is like the best Thursday stream I've had in a very long time. I mean, we just did the one with Roy recently, but it's Roy, you know? Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. I love you, Fizz. Thank you for making this a really positive stream. The code for the Smash Bros, if you want to play, we're going to do an arena. Only 6 people allowed, unfortunately. But the code is going to be 150. I just posted it in the chat. So if you want to join, feel free. I'm going to be playing banjo. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little hyper if you can't tell, but I love you. Thank you so much. As I always say, happy hunting, baby rhinos, and I hope to see ya next Tuesday. Let's keep this hype going, baby. Getting close. We're getting close. Fall. The season of gaming is upon us. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, take care, guys, and peace. Shiny Heracross before 4,000. I'm saying it.